Hello, dear soul. Welcome to my channel. I'm Shannon. I'll be your reader today. Thank you so much for stopping in. I've been talking to the universe this week about manifestations. I did a video earlier about some timing surrounding when our manifestations coming through, and I wanted to do a little bit more, another reading on that. So I'm going to get a little bit of advice and information from this angel oracle deck about your manifestations, and we will do another reading on timing. When will you expect to see these things come through? So let's just start here. Inner child healing. Pretty appropriate, usually. And I'm wondering if that's what has been stopping your manifestations up to this point, is you haven't been able to accomplish this inner child healing. This is a really important part of having your manifestations come through, because the universe recognizes your vibration. It recognizes what you are, what you have going on, not what you want. That's usually shows up as some type of a lack vibration. So when we think about how our lives are very much connected to have we healed ourselves? Have we gotten to a state where we can forgive, where we can be forgiven, where we can receive, where our inner child feels worthy? So I feel like whatever may be stopping you, or whatever advice you need around your manifestations, has to do with some worth issues, inner child worth issues, and a need for spiritual growth. That seems appropriate. Spiritual growth is absolutely something that so many people are experiencing right now. And just the fact that you're watching this tells me that you are probably experiencing some spiritual growth and are open to the idea of higher knowledge, higher guidance, because all of this is exactly that. Just a way for you to speak to yourself, to be honest, a tool of introspection. If you think about why you even watch readings like this, because you're trying to talk to yourself and notice something. So the universe wants to point out that this is part of it. This is part of the whole process. Healing the inner child does require spiritual growth on your part, for sure. Let's get a little bit more information from the angel deck before we go to talk about timing. Okay. Vulnerability and freedom. So this card is about allowing yourself to be vulnerable enough to heal, and it bringing you to a place of freedom, because that's what happens when you allow yourself to heal, to be worthy, to accept the fact that good things are coming into your life, that you deserve good things, that you're worthy of your manifestations or whatever it is that you're trying to bring in. So this vulnerability that's required is supported by the universe, by the angels. And this also says this. If you'll notice, she's got her hand out and she's holding the star. It's almost as if she's supporting your hopes and dreams here. So whatever it is that you are bringing in that requires a certain level of vulnerability to even accept that's what you need. Sometimes it's even just talking to yourself and figuring out, how do I even heal that inner child? What do I need to get to? Where do I even need to be vulnerable? I love this. This card is really just connects us to the universe and reminds us that God, the universe, source, is our mother, is our father, and we come from the galaxy. We come from divine source, and we are the creators of our reality. This card connects you to the powers of creation. This card says your divine parent is showing up to support you. And your purpose here on earth is not to fail. Your purpose here is to be expanded. It feels like sometimes we're failing when we don't get the things we want, or our life hasn't turned out the way we thought, but it's all part of the process. And the universe just reminds you of that. You are part of a grand design, a bigger plan that the entire collective is experiencing. So just remember, no matter what you're going through right now, you are connected. I love how this is right below. I love that. Let's see if we can turn this no around. Ah, perfect, right? Because this is actually what this is requiring, is honesty and communication, mainly with you. Maybe it is with other people around you, but a lot of times it just requires us, the spiritual growth, this connection to the divine, requires our own honesty, our own self-reflection. And that's what this is telling you. Time for some self-reflection. I literally want to cover that no card up, and I'm going to. Ask and receive. There you go. I'll take that as a replacement. Ask and you shall receive. We've heard that. So affirm yourself. Whatever this is going to take, ask for it. Ask the universe for it. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with the universe about what you really need. And sometimes what we want and what we need are not the same. Hence all of the introspection and being vulnerable enough to accept and understand what needs to be healed here. So I love the universe's affirmation of this, turning over the no to just ask, just ask. Okay, let's look at a little timing now. So I'm just gonna put 3 cards across here. Perhaps you can focus on one of the 3, that the first card, the second, or the third, or perhaps all 3 of these numbers will resonate with you. So let's start. Wow. That's the 8. I love that. That's infinite. That is the infinity symbol, as we know, the 8. But this says the 8th month, 8th week, 8 weeks from now, 8 months from now, 8 minutes from now, on the 8th of any given month. Perhaps you have an anniversary tied to the 8th. Also, this is cups, so just it feels like this 8 number is kind of an emotional 8. So just pay attention to the 8. The moon. I love this because it's like we have the sun and the moon here. This is a really nice visual. The moon sometimes makes things fuzzy. Granted, the moon sometimes conceals. It's actually just reflecting the sun. 10, 15, 16, 18. Okay, add up my Roman numerals real quick there. This is the 18th though. Interesting, we got another 8. So we have a 1 and an 8, 2 8s, or an 18th, 18 of something, 18th of the month, 18 days from now, 18 weeks. That's kind of seems like far. We can add the 8 and the 1 together to come to a 9, but I think this 18 is a really good affirmation of the 8 over there. The High Priestess with number 2. I love this. This is almost the same here. The High Priestess always brings in magical energy. The High Priestess creates. She is creation. This is the number 2. So now we have a 1, a 2, and 8s over here. So 2 months, 2 days, 2 weeks, the second month, whatever it is that resonates with the number 2. But the High Priestess brings in another level of manifestation power toward your manifestation, toward this idea of honesty, communication, spiritual growth, inner child healing. The High Priestess supports. So thank you so much for listening, dear soul. Good luck to you. Love, light, and blessings to you.